ndị be anyị kelekwanụ m unu. Anyị sị ka ọ mara na anyị na mma, anyị sị ka nkonye chikwado ya zerụkwa dịka o si dị. Ya bụ Eastern News 24 anyị si wee na-wetara onye bụ ozi unu na-anụ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uruchi nke taa, dịka o si ada wee na-akpọtụ n'ebe dị iche iche n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya. News anyị wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ according to the Biafran activist wetara ya bụ ozi as he quote: Biafrans react, northern tension triggers, Asolok panic as Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE hold closed-door meeting with Biafran recognition in US. Hear the news in details. All right, according to the update Ajimakia we been akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uruchi nke taa, biko tọọ ntị na ana ewe nnukwu good news. Yes, from the Biafran activist, home-based activist wetara ya bụ ozi. Biko dịka ihe gị ya bụ ife wetara like Kabalo, Keriat, and ife okwu. Over to you, sir.
Are in panic. There have been a lot of rumors that Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE is set to hold on tomorrow. She'll be holding a closed doors meeting in recognition for the Biafra struggle. And the Fulanis have told the petitioned the American embassy not to hold any meeting with Bianca, with Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE, saying that one Nigeria is sacrosanct and nobody can divide Nigeria. And all what she's doing it for her own selfish interest and to make money. That Biafra died. That's it. Biafra died today. Jim Ojukwu died. Pastor, how can you do that?
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good evening, wherever you are watching us from. I remain one and the only that Biafran evangelist, Benjamin Johnson, SST. My brother, these Fulanis, look at them, they behave like their name. Fools. Fools. Yes, they behave like their name. Fools. They are what? Fools, because they are not educated. That is why they look Finnish. The country that they can control or they will issue warning or give instruction, they look at it Finnish, they are talking to America. Believing that America will not do what? Listen to them. You see how foolishly they are? No minding the kind of person that is a president in position. Donald Trump. Is he somebody like Donald Trump that you are expecting to pay attention to fools? He cannot give attention to fools. He gives attention to those who are wisdom and who merit it. Yes, who merit it and who has something to present. Like NGOZI ORABUEZE, Biafrans, you can start it from our leaders. Go from the onset, go and check the caliber of the people that started Biafra. The person of Ojukwu, very sharp, eloquent, very eloquent, and the hot. Only again, somebody like Mazen Nandekano, can any lawyer face Mazen Nandekano in the whole federation? Have you ever seen any foolish man called Ojukwu? Excuse me, I know what I'm saying. Why I didn't mention Ojukwu is this. Ojukwu, I'm not saying Ojukwu is not well lightened, but Ojukwu betrayed us. He collect money, he sold Biafra in the hands of the Fulanis, and they walk away. So when I'm talking of Biafran heroes, when I'm mentioning it, he is not there. That's why I don't mention him. Okay, we didn't recognize him. Okay, and that is why he remains silent up to tomorrow over this matter. So as I was saying before, you now cut me off. Look at somebody like Mazen Nandekano. In the history of Nigerian Fulani, the foolish people, have you ever seen somebody from Fulani that is as brave, as brilliant, as eloquent as Mazen Nandekano? Have you ever? No. In the entire generation of Usman Dofodio down to this day, have you seen anyone? Then is it somebody? Have you seen somebody that is as brave, as gallantly as Simon Ekman in the axis of the Fulanis, if not for their criminal acts, criminal activities that the Nigerian government is supporting them, backing them up, one-on-one, all alone, they know as they go. We will chop them clean mouth. We don't chop them before the British come to help. Chop them clean mouth. And as I'm talking to you, I'm still using this opportunity to tell all of them that all those who Fulani ones that they planted as a leader in the southeast, time is coming, we go take our land.
Time is coming.
We are taking our property by fire, by force.
The consent of are you taking it with the consent of the governors?
I will take it with the concept of Mazen Nandekano, concept Simon Ekpan, concept NGOZI ORABUEZE, concept of the men on the ground. We are taking it because it is our right, it is our own. You understand me? So let me tell you, ORABUEZE is a woman that have a good reputation before the congressmen and before the Americans and before the cabinet of America. You will agree with me that Susie Willie, you remember Susie Willie?
Yes.
Susie Willie, who partnered with Mazen Nandekano in 2014.
The lobbyists.
The lobbyists have become the chief what? Chief of armed staff of where? Of America. Of which what we and I are doing today is what she's aware of. And she being a woman, she too herself have checked the career, the credentials of NGOZI ORABUEZE, and how long the woman has been staying there and her participation in various meetings, the impact that she has played in different meetings in different countries. They decided to give her an audience regard to this Biafran struggle, and that was what prompted America to allow her to establish that Washington DC Biafran embassy. And as I speak to you, I told you before, there is going to be a serious rally. There's going to be a serious rally in America, in Washington DC, all over. We are covering that place, and a go ahead has been given to us. And as I speak to you, Nigeria think and they believe that their house is their Musa Boko or whatsoever. When the Mboge Ruru, so don't you? And I told her, sir, what it and ask Google the meaning. Are you hearing me? One for Cambo, Biafra Cambo. But do you hear there is a video that I don't know? Men on the ground in Russia. And the young man came up and said they are in Russia and they are there for a purpose and they are helping for tomorrow. But what's the rationale? These are the Fulanis are opposing this struggle. They are opposing this Biafra struggle and this Biafra agitation. Why are they scared of the Igbos? Yeah, they are very need to be scared, and they are very scared. They know the importance of the Igbos in Nigeria, and they know that anything that makes Igbos to exist in Nigeria, there will be no Nigeria. Anything that makes Igbos. When you are talking about Nigeria, you are referring to Igbos. Anything you pull out, once Igbos you pull out of Nigeria, there will be no Nigeria again. Really? Of course. I'm telling you, and I beat my chest. I know what I am saying. I have the confidence of it. The resources that you are enjoying today that made the Fulanis to fold their hand, go to our salon, they fold their hand, they enjoy every 60% of the income that enter the country. They borrow money. The other time during Muhammad the Buhari tenure, do you know how much they give to Nigeria? 60% of it, the Northerners only enjoy it. They are not distribute their Kaba, leave that thing. When Nigeria, when Biafra depart, you will see that they will change the name of Nigeria. Remember they tried to change it to UROS one certain time under Muhammad Buhari. When Lai Muhammad was the Minister of Information, you remember? Good and fine. They will soon change it. So, Pastor, now, what did you think? Now, how is Dr. NGOZI ORABUEZE getting this connection for her to hold a closer meeting with some delegates in America? Yes. Don't you think that will serve as panic to the federal government of Nigeria? Of course, it should pass a panic, and at the same time, they are already panicking, and they must panic. Why? Because I said this thing before. Whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu like it or not, to sign this Biafra, to recognize us or not, time will come when international forces that is higher than him will come, of which the congressmen have already told Donald Trump that he should revoke the constitution of 18th century, 17th centuries back to America, whereby If the other, like in this case of Nigeria now, leaving Biafra, they refuse. America will now have right as the number one to go and do what and declare a nation in any country.
Is it possible?
Yes. That's why I give you the centuries, the constitution that about. Go and do your findings. The congressman reminded it to Donald Trump to vote that law back. And let me tell you, the congressmen, the Zionists, they were in Nigeria in 2024, Enugu to be precise, and they make some verifications. They verify some things that is happening in the southeast, and they went back and they dropped a note to Donald Trump, a note to Joe Biden, a note to UN. What was written on that note is this: there is a place in Nigeria, in the southeast, they call it what? A bloody zone. He said they should look into the Nigerian matter and do something about it. That was what is in the letter given to UN. They should go to Nigeria. There is a place called Bloody Zone. They call it Bloody Zone. That Bloody Zone, that is the southeastern part of Nigeria. They should go and do something there. And let me tell you, whether Nigeria like it or not, the foolish people that are called themselves Fulanis, like it or not, after the closed down meeting, after all, it's not the first time a closed down meeting is being held in the world. After all, Buhari did it, the late Buhari, he did it before he died, several occasions. Yes. So in this case, if you after holding it, then I don't want to speak much on this, but I will tell you, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel.
Are you sure, Mr. Pastor?
Yeah, of course. A Yoruba man prophet has said it, that Nigeria should wake up and call for dialogue and beg and plead and sit on a round table. Don't use force, because that he saw, according to him, whereby a negotiation appeared and the people refuse, and those people are Biafrans. They refuse, say no going back again. A Yoruba prophet. And at the same time, listen good again. He said again, there is something that God showed him, an animal that God used to show him, to speak to him regard to that. He said a small cat. But behold, a small cat was moving, and he saw an animals like elephant. You see lion. You see all those strong animals, big animals following him. And it was like, what is the meaning of this? And that is the forces international, strong men, nations that will soon rise to stand up for Biafra.
Okay. Pastor, we say very big thank you to you. Thank you for always coming out to air your views. We say, please, if you are watching, kindly like, share our videos, and subscribe to this wonderful channel. God bless. There is tension in Finland. There is rumble and elder scatter in Finland, as the Finnish government has blocked the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Biafra Ojukwu, not to bring any petition down to Finland. There are rumors that Bianca has petitioned the Finnish government again to secretly extradite Samonekpa, but the Finnish government has blocked that move again. After the one she did failed, she's doing everything now. The Finnish government has blocked her from anything that has to do with Samonekpa case, saying she is not a party to Ekpa's case. Pastor, Biafra evangelist, how can you react to this?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us. I remain one and the only Benjamin Johnson Ezisnachi, aka one and the only Biafran evangelist. My beloved brother, saga never starts.
Saga never starts.
Saga, it never starts. It just want to start. See, there is a level whereby you raise a small child, something. What belongs to a child, you raise it up. Time will come when hand go pay you, then you bring it down and hand it over to him. And if you keep raising it up, that child, a day will come, the child will grow up to the height of your hand, and he will collect it by fire, by force. As he's going now in Finnish government, the Finnish government is in a helter-skelter stage. Why? Because the heat is coming from foreign entity now. I am talking, as I'm talking to you, in America, either this Saturday, there is going to be a massive protest in Washington, D.C. A massive protest regard to the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case and the illegal arrest of Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Are you hearing me? So all those illegality acts that is coming from Nigeria is going to be, sized up. That is why you see the Finnish government are doing what? They are running away from anything that will hook them up. And currently now, as I speak to you, Europe now have been allowed now, use your money, use what you get to buy arms under NATO. Under NATO now. It is no longer American NATO affair. It is now America on their own. Europe, you are on your own. Use what you have to get what you want. So every state in Europe now is wising up to tight up, and anything that will cripple them economically and cripple them politically and cripple them as a nation internationally, globally, they have to do what? Shovel it.
But sir, what does Bianca Ojukwu want? She perpetrated in the illegal arrest of Simon Ekpa. And now she moved for the extradition. That was in March or April. It was blocked. And now she's moving secretly. Is it that the assignment given to her was to bring Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria?
That was what she signed, and that was the purpose of her appointment by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Remember that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of the people who planned to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Who planned?
Yes. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of the people who bribed Alexandra Stop to arrest Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even when what he was doing was his fundamental rights. Even when what he was doing, that them that are the Finnish government, they did it to gain their own independence from the hands of the Russians. Now they have forgotten so soon that what we the Biafrans are going through now, that they once passed through it.
They once passed through it.
Yes, because of what? The kind of criminal they have in the Finnish government. Parliament as what? As a prime minister, as a president, Alexandra Stop is a criminal.
Is it not a word?
It is not a word, because it takes a criminal to partner with a criminal. When I was telling you about Kenya case regarding their partnership with Nigeria to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you people never believed me until now. Of which at the end of the day, time is coming and day is coming. Soon or later, you will see the same Alexandra Stop coming back to say, I am sorry. But for partaking in detention of Simon Ekpa.
But Sir Pastor, now the Finnish government is blocking her now. Don't you think that is a welcome development?
It is a welcome development. The Finnish government law, constitution, is what is blocking her.
Okay.
And her evil, not the sitting president himself.
Okay.
Yes, let alone the sitting president. He will even ask Nigeria to allow him to. He will keep Simon Ekpa by himself because of the oil and contract that Nigeria have agreement that they have signed together.
But you keep saying this oil contract. What contract?
Listen to me. They are sucking Nigerian oil. They are sucking the oil that God has blessed Biafra with. That is the oil that Finnish government. See, there is no country that is not interested in oil. And no country that you give oil where that will not be happy. Do you know how much is per barrel? Do you think that if the British had known that this oil will continue to flow up to today, do you think that they will give Nigeria independence?
Not at all.
They wouldn't have done that.
Really?
Yes, they would have waited for a while to soak it very well and to enjoy it before handing it over to Nigeria. So they are regretting it. Why is it that the Burkina Faso and other African countries today are having serious issue with the France? Because France have discovered, France is waiting to make sure that they dry every mineral resources that God has blessed every African country which they colonize. They dry it up before they can automatically answer. That is why they are trying to kill somebody like Captain Ibrahim Traore, because this one was woken up to block them before the circuit finish. You understand? So that is the bacteria agreement that Nigeria had with the Finnish government, the president now, and that was what is, you know, making his head to grow up. You know, Russia was the one supplying them gas and so many resources, which Russia now is cutting off from the Europeans. Do you understand? So that is why they are making sure that Nigeria, any offer that Nigeria come up with, they are ready to abide by it in order to enjoy this oil of a thing.
But Sir Pastor, what does Bianca Ojukwu really want? Does she want to, sorry sir, does it just because of her own selfish interest want to kill an ideology for who is over 54 years?
Yes, she, as a result of her selfishness and self-interest and self-greed, you understand? Okay. Because it takes a greedy person to match up with a greedy person. So being a greedy president gave a greedy woman an appointment, assignment.
Which president?
Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. Okay. Don't you see the way he's running his own system of government with his greediness? Are you hearing me? That's why he appointed Bianca, a greedy woman, and that, you know, Bianca was not a wife to let Jim Ojukwu during the war. So if you are to talk about the mother of the Biafra, Bianca is not supposed to be there, neither will she be included.
Why? But
no, she married
Osia as the face of the Biafra.
No.
She as the face of Biafra.
She was not.
She's not.
Yeah, she's not, and she can never be. By their fruits, you know them. Okay. We wanted to include her, to give her the respect that her late husband gave to her. But you can see it now, she has messed it up. The same way her father, oh no, you understand, was against the Biafra ambition under the time of Ojukwu.
Okay, Bianca's father.
Yes, Bianca's father.
Interesting.
Are you getting it? So the same spirit that will enter Bianca, she herself decided to play along with the spirit of her father. Going against the Biafra, anything regard to Biafra. That is why you see her making sure. Don't be surprised that she was included or part of the people that partner, the group that Namazen Namdekano. Don't be surprised. Secretly, because you can see what is happening now in case of Simon Ekman. If truly she is a mother of Biafra, a mother indeed of Biafra, will she have ever for the first time?
Ebumane gente. Edaluli ne nukunisiwe na nunum obosi nketa na Eastern News 24. Beba isiwele wetelu nyabu NGOZI basta makia bife na emenu. Kefi weliku basta makia bife nda wetelu nubosi nketa ni ru akwụkwọ.